And baseball, we're going to plow right through that. What I was just talking about, baseball. Who do we got here? We're at the All-Star break, and my Red Sox playing the Yankees today. We won the first game, got smoked the second game. But, we've taken 3 of the last 4 from them, gone 3-3 the last 6 games. Although Red Sox made a statement that this is a rebuilding year. That kind of sucked. That fucking Devil Rays series just took everything out of us. But I know they're going to show up at least against the Yankees. Then it's the All-Star break. And guess what? The All-Star game's out here, baby! At Dodger Stadium. All-Star game is at Dodger Stadium, and I'm going to go to it. It's the last All-Star game in professional sports I need to go to. I went to the Pro Bowl out in Hawaii. The All-Star game, NHL All-Star game, was out here in 2017, and I think 2009 maybe. I went to the NBA All-Star game. Fuck, was it that long ago? I remember Doc Rivers was coaching the All-Star team, so we must have won it the year before in 2008. So yeah, this is the last one, so I'm looking forward to that. It's a cool thing to go to because you end up seeing a bunch of Hall of Famers. Is the fucking AC not working here? Hang on a second. God damn it. The fuck? Every fucking goddamn house you buy, there's always some sort of a fucking problem. Oh, no. Oh, no. What is the deal here? Oh, of course. Of course. Hottest fucking day of the year and the AC breaks. Yeah, I didn't see that coming. Didn't see that coming. Oh, yeah. Do you have a pool? Oh, yeah. Great day to go swimming. Deer took a shit in it. Yeah, can't get to it till Monday. You know that day you can't go swimming because you're having a medical procedure? Yeah, then you can go swimming on that fucking day. God damn it. Maybe it's just the batteries in the thing, but I fucking turned it on. Whatever. The fuck you gonna do? So I want to thank everybody too who sent in all that fucking music. Jesus Christ. I got to be honest with you guys. I can't keep up with a lot of that shit. I was talking about how I like that new Porcupine Tree album, and I think I'm actually, of course, they're fucking playing out here in L.A., and I'm on the road. I get back like 2 days after that, so I'm thinking, well, maybe they'll go down to San Diego and I'm see them there, but like the next day they're in Mexico City. But one of my road dates crisscrosses with their tour. They play the same city I do the day after I'm there, so I'm going to go to the show then. So that should be fun. And but let me see, because I downloaded some of this shit you guys told me to download, but good Lord. It's just too much for my ears to try to take in. Oh, I downloaded it. It didn't come on. I had the worst fucking Wi-Fi. All of that's, whatever the hell it was, like Death. There was another that began with C or something like that. All of these fucking like Meshuggah level bands. Like, that is just a lot. It just try and listen to it and even remotely figure out what is going on musically, especially with the drums. The way it was mixed, my ears just aren't good enough at this point. So I need to like ease my way into that shit. I think as far as like, progressive metal, which I don't even know if I even know what it is. I just like shit that's in different time signatures. So I think I'm going to stick Porcupine Tree, obviously Tool, that type of stuff. And I think gradually I'll keep listening to Meshuggah and that type of stuff. And then I think it won't seem so foreign to my brain because I know it's incredible music and the musicianship is insane. I just, I always equate it to like I saw Tony Williams, the great Tony Williams, play live. And I knew what he was doing was amazing, but I didn't know why. I just knew it sounded really complex and complicated, but I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And when everybody else clapped, I clapped too. But, I could barely keep time when I listened to the guy play. So when he's doing all that polyrhythm shit, like I didn't know what was going on. I just knew that he was one of the great drummers, and all the drummers I liked talked about how awesome he was, so I went to go see him. So, goddamn fucking AC. Good Lord, if it's not something, it's fucking something else. Is that how it goes? It's not one thing, it's not one thing, it's the other. All right? Thank you to everybody who came out to the shows in Las Vegas. We had I went out there with Bartnick, who, dude, I'm telling you, he's never been funnier. Absolutely fucking murdered both shows. So happy for him. We're editing his special right now, me and Ben Tischler. And actually, Ben's been doing it with Joe. And we'll be having that thing coming out at some point by the end of the year. It should be awesome. So I didn't really do anything, man. I just fucking hung out. We just went back to the room, chilled out. You know, my wife would come back with his sister. They had a great time at the show, and we would all just hang out, order some food or whatever. Yeah, looking forward to the All-Star game and whatever. And, I don't know if I mentioned this. Did I mention this in the last podcast? Yeah, I took my first passenger up in the helicopter, took Dean Del Rey up. And it was kind of anticlimactic. I knew what I was doing in a good way. Like, I was totally comfortable. I wasn't nervous. I was definitely getting ready if anything happened. I knew what I was doing and all of that shit, and we would be fine. But I was also making sure I knew which way the wind was going, where I would put it down, like at all times. Of course, it was a fucking hazy day. There was just this haze hanging over, so I didn't go out over Malibu and everything because I figured it would be, I don't know. It just said 6 statute miles visibility, and I was just like, I don't need to be fucking flying in that. I'll if it's 10, that's when I go. And then, of course, the next day when I wasn't flying and the day before I flew, it was just an absolute perfect day. And that's kind of like how it works. I think my next solo flight I'm going to go out to this airport, Victorville. I've gone out there one other time with an instructor. It's a really nice flight. And you're on the other side of the San Gabriel Mountains. And there's really nothing out there once you get past like Agua Dulce and all of that, which is great. Nice flat land. If you have a problem, there's nobody. My only thing I would worry about is if I had to do an auto rotation out there and I landed, whose property I land on, and if they fucking tweaking out there and think I'm the feds, I might have a problem. But other than that, it's a pretty safe place to fly out there. And out in Victorville, they have like all of these planes, like jumbo jet aircraft that have timed out, and they're just sitting out there. It's pretty wild. Like, I don't quite understand how all of that works and what you do with those things. But, I used to watch like Gas Monkey Garage, and I'm thinking, is there like the airplane version of this? You just pull up in a Raptor with the fucking trailer and tow a fucking old DC-10, decommissioned DC-10 out of there, and we're going to lower it, going to put some big brakes on it, make it all electric. I mean, that's something for like technology. They know how to do it, but everybody's trying to protect their position in the market and blaming their shareholders and all of that shit. Can somebody in the business world explain to me what that means? Whenever they do these diabolical moves, they always say we have to keep our shareholders happy. Now, I own shares. I'm in the stock market. No one has ever asked me whether I'm happy. I don't know who the fuck to complain to. Isn't that really the people on the board of directors who sit on a corporation, and even when the corporation loses money or nosedives, they still somehow cut themselves a check for like $200, $300 million for all their incredible work making the business fucking fail? I don't know. I have no idea. So let's do some advertising here because I got to go play with my kids. Oh, my God, it was awesome when I came home. They were both freaking out. And my daughter's getting a little bit older, though. I kind of noticed, though, She's definitely psyched, hugs me, but now she has this little iPad where she watches her educational shows. Plus that kid, Ryan, she watches that shit all the time. So we've been getting her to watch less of that. It's a really difficult parenting point, those fucking things. Because if they're not around them at all, they're not going to know how to use them. And then they go out into the world and they're going to be like, what is that? So they got to be able to interact with them. But you don't want them to be like these zombies. But my son, of course, the second I come home, he's like, Dad, his truck? Dad, his truck? Dad, his truck? He wants to take a ride in the truck just out of the garage. So I got to go do that before the proverbial shitstorm that my life's going to be over the next fucking 12 hours here. All right. Anything else? I think that's it. All right, let's do a little bit of advertising here. Oh, my God, the fucking AC. Jesus Christ.